Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5 standing live here in Dubai. Today I have the creator of the Rockin Brainer indicator that I've been showing you guys on my channel. So, with that said, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you created the Rockin Brainer, and your little history of how you got into Bitcoin.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rockin Hood. I'm the one who intercepted Da Vinci at one conference and told him, I have an indicator. And he said, yeah, everybody's got an indicator. And I said, you need to check this one. And after a while, he said, well, this is worth checking. And here we are right now. I guess we have a great product. Little bit of history. I got wrecked. Hard. I'm in Bitcoin since 2017, early 17, before the bull run. And I thought that I've learned everything. I was preparing myself for this bull run for 4 years or so, and I was trading, and I was pretty good at it. But there's always something waiting behind a corner to get you wrecked, and that's why I created this one to give you an early warnings, to help you make less wrong decisions, to get closer to the right one. Because if you're a trader, you know that you can never know what right decision is, but you can only exclude so many wrong ones to get you closer to the goal that you want to achieve.
Awesome, awesome. So, with that said, you're going to show us how to improve our usage of the Rockin Brainer, because not just trading on basically the buy and sell signals that you have available on your indicator. There's a little bit more things you could look for to help fine tune when you're going to hit the buy and when you're going to hit the sell. So we're going to talk about that. So make sure you guys hit the like, right, and subscribe, and let's get into that. Show us your screen and show us how we should best use the Rockin Brainer indicator.
So here's an empty chart with only brainer and the brain waves on the chart. This is how I want to start presenting, because whenever I started presenting before, I was teaching people what the candles are and how to set it up and whatnot. But this time we were going to start for the people who already know basics, of using trading view, of reading a chart. So I'm just gonna jump in and show all the possibilities of this indicator that are probably neglected in the entire reading. When you get this indicator, buy and sell, it's so strong that pulls you like, I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell, that you miss all the other little signals on the other candles, and especially on the waves. So right here we have on the Japanese candles, 15 minutes Bitcoin chart right now happening. This is 2nd of May, around 4 p.m. Central European time. So this is a chart that's happening right now. As you can see, candles are all over the place, as we have these previous last weeks. There is mostly sideways action. You can get some like on crazy scalping or something like that. Short term, you can get some oscillations, but that's for experienced traders. Let's go. If we go for an hour, we can see that it's basically one. I would call this a sideways action for beginner traders. I wouldn't go against it, because young traders that usually come to buy this indicator, they often use every buy and sell, and that's what gets them to lose the money. That's why I suggest using Heikin Ashi candles. You can find them in your candles. Just favorite them and you will have them there, who will show you also the trend that we are moving in. So we will have buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. And I'm very proud of what we've accomplished here with a lot of suggestions from our community group to Da Vinci's suggestions and his friends. I think we finally tweaked it to best possible way. First, I need to say, trading is very hard. It's not some easy task that you can do by listening some signals. And this indicator is not meant to be triggered by alerts for some bot. This takes actually looking into it so you can understand what's going on.
Awesome. So one more thing. Well, so you have like a small group, right? So when you purchase the Rockin Brainer indicator, whether it's a month or a year, you have a group where people can actually join in and be a part of.
Yes, the Telegram group is, I can call it little family because, actually last night I was updating the no brainer, and I had a poll. What would people like more? So I'm taking interest of the people that are already using no brainer, Rockin Brainer. However, I'm calling it the brainer. I asked them for their opinion. What's the best way for them to understand the market? So I do create these little polls to adopt the indicator to people who already use it. Of course, I'm there for every personal inquiry. They can get me through the DMs and whatnot. The only thing I can't help them with, if they have no knowledge of reading charts, and that takes just too much time, they need to have some basic knowledge of trading if they're going to use any indicator, not just this one.
That's true. So yeah, I would suggest that anybody who's watching this, they should actually learn how to trade. They could take courses. There's lots of courses out there, right? The one that I took was the Rational Investor. It's therationalinvestor.com. Check that out. If you want $50 off, right, you can go to therationalinvestor.davincij15.com and get $50 off your first year's subscription. All right. With that said, all right. Tell us a little bit more about when we should hit the buy and when should we hit the sell signal. What are some of the things that we need to look for?
Well, first we need to determine what kind of trend we are in. So this is the most important thing for every trader. We should not go against the trend. So we can see that there was this one trend here that moved to this trend here. So this is basically a short trend, and you can see it. This would be buying into a strength. Strength is falling, and we were trying to go longs. All these buys here are invalid because everything is falling down, and that's where the beginner traders are losing the most money. They go for a buy, hoping for a turn, and they do not see turn in the other signals. Here, you could see on the waves, strength was trying to go up, but it was stopped right here. I would start with the waves, for example, just to show people why the waves are important. I will move us right here. Why the waves are important, so they know how to compare it with the candles up there above to make the right choices. As you can see, these waves, I will exclude these two waves first to show this green wave. This is, in my opinion, most important wave of all, because it's the fastest indicator on the entire concept of the Rockin Brainer indicator. This shows aggression of selling and buying. This is the speed at which people are buying or selling. So it's not strength, it's not the volume, it's just the speed, how fast the price is growing. And when we have steep crossings of a zero line is this straight line between the positive and negative. When we have this steep
downward trend, right?
Downward trend, yeah, that means that we are going to fall down hard, and that's what actually happened here. See, this is the place we were talking about. We had a steep falling down, and we had a steep falling down in the price. So here we had a little bit, we had downward trend there that was going downward trend. See here from the aggression of I will do it like this, so make it a little bigger. We have aggression of buying that was stopped, and then the aggression of selling came. And we can see as I move on the wave, pay attention to the price upstairs, up there. So when we move, so we are going down with the aggression of selling, and we are going down. This is something a little bit that gave us a little hope that we can change the trend, but no, we continue falling down, and we were below the zero all the time. That means that this is bearish trend. And when we include these are two waves. As you can see, there's dark wave and there is light wave, that when they're both included, they make this mass that is not actually important. What is important is this white part out of the mass and this gray part out of the mass. So if you see these waves falling down, price is falling down. This is basically a strength like we get on a relative strength index, but with much more precision, because we also have a momentum wave here who will show us here, for example here, that we are ready to cross and go upwards because local bottom happened and we tried to go upwards, but nothing happened. Why? Because the volume was not present. Here on the volume, we can see that there was no people interested in that potential move.
Yeah. So a quick question. I noticed that these waves, they remind me of RSI because you know what? But all these indicators, the oscillator indicators, are lagging indicators, meaning they tell you what has happened, not what's going to happen. Right? They've already told you. You're already seeing what's happened. You're not seeing what's going to happen. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. You just know what the trend is with the RSI or even your waves, the waves indicator, which is this is an indicator that people can use from the brain waves, yes, and how do you use that in connection, like lagging indicators, in connection to make the next trade?
You're right. It's showing the history. For example, here, right now, we can see what happened at this point. But what else we can see? That the aggression of selling is turned into aggression of buying. With this fast indicator, like the green wave here, it's turned into aggression of buying. For how long, we don't know, but we need to pay attention. And also, we can see here that white wave is ready in like next three candles to possibly break out of the dark wave. We need to wait for that to happen. But there's something to expect, and that's an early warning that we can maybe get trend to reverse. Also, there's a large volume based on the previous volumes here. There's a large quantity of volume that's going into this green candle. I also implemented volume in the candles itself. So if we have, this is how candles look like. When they're Heikinashi, I will go back to Japanese candles just to prove this. When we have very small volume, these candles are empty. So when the candle is printed and you see the candle is empty, that means that there's no much money in it. That there is oscillation in price, but there is no much money in it to support it. And you know that candle is weak. That candle is weak. That candle can be crashed very easily. So we have three ways, three colored gradients. So this one is empty, this one's mid full, and this one, let me see the point, and this one's full.
Is this part of the rocket brainer? The candle colors?
Yes.
Okay. How do you enable that exactly onto?
Actually, when you enable it right away and you hide, this is the way you get it. For example, when you enable a brainer and you have this enabled in your chart, you cannot see the volume colored candles because they are hidden with the regular candles. But when you go to settings, symbol, and remove body, borders, and wick, you get volume colored candles.
Okay, so that's why I don't have it on mine. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and this is a great indicator because you can see, for example, this should not be traded because there's no volume. Candle itself tells you that this sell is not worth of getting into. This sell was worth because there was strongly painted candle right here, and that is something also that people are not paying attention to, and it is a part of a brainer itself. So I think that's a very good good indicator. Next indicator we have is for this one, I will go to Heikinashi candle. See, we have a buy here, still no volume. We can include volume just to check how it goes. So no volume on this candle. You can see that volume almost touched the candle here in the previous one. So that's the difference between these two candles, but we will see how the volume will grow here. For this, we are going to the next signal. This is something that you cannot come across very often or at all in the indication analysis of the trend. These two arrows are showing a detected order block. What is order block? That means that there's a lot of people at this point that want to buy or sell. So they can push the market straight forward even more, or they can reverse it, which is happening a little bit here. So this is a tension point. This is not an action point. Do something like that because this is going to happen. This is a tension point. Check out, maybe there will be reversal. And when we go and check out the wave, and we see that wave is approaching local top marked by this red dot, we can anticipate falling down even before sell happens.
Ah, very nice.
So
very nice.
That's one of the things that people, everything in the trade, you can be prepared for by anticipation, and the final result of that should be your decision. Will you go on buy or sell or not? So there's so many information here that can help you decide, will you go on some buy or sell or not. Now we have another very important, this is actually what brought your attention to this indicator. That's market manipulation. That's something where most of us get wrecked if not cautious. For example, let's see here. We had a downward trend. It was a downward trend with not a lot of volumes. We can see that nothing was really happening here, but someone got into positions here. Why? He read on RSI or maybe MACD or stochastic RSI, some other indicator. He read, that he is in a oversold zone right here, oversold zone, and there is a turning point. See, there was a turning point at this little dot, and he said, "I'm going to put my long positions here." And he put his long positions here. He probably put stop loss. He put stop. Just a second. Let me find this. Where are you? There. He put his long position here because there's a crossing. Here's my long position. I will put my stop loss here, and I will expect for this wave to go where it should go, and price to go. Expect, let's say right here, this is like 3-1, I guess. And what happens at this point, because there was no volume here, someone with a large quantity of orders managed to push the market, because it's easy to push the market without the volume, to push the market even lower, to liquidate all those stop losses. To liquidate all those stop losses. Yes, that strategy by the hedge funds and the big whales is called stop loss hunting or stop hunting. So they are going, when you think, they're going just for my liquidation, they are. That means that you put your order in a small volume environment where they can just come and pick it up. At that point, when you get this market manipulation X here, you should always go along with it, because this is a good sell. Right here, when the X appears, we had like until buy, we had 2.13% on the 1 hour candle. So you just go along with someone's stop loss hunting strategy and you just play it out. So if you're in a long position and see yellow X, close the position, no matter the loss, because you will get liquidated. They're coming for you.
They're coming for you. Yes, that's so true, man. Oh wow. Well, this is a lot of information. I think I'm sure you have a lot more to show us, but I think everybody can digest this, and then we could do another show showing people more about the Rockin Brainer indicator and what how they can use it. And you told me that you're planning to build something even more to the indicator. So I'm looking forward to seeing that coming out as well.
Well, I hope there's a long-term plan, but I'm planning to make a platform where this indicator will be available and where you will be able to set your buys and sells right on the chart. That will be our charting environment, but that's step 2. There's something else to say about this indicator, and people can ask me those questions. As you can see, this is a simple but yet very powerful thing to have.
Definitely. Thanks again for coming on the show, and we're hope to see more great things from the Rockin Brainer indicator. Cheers for now.
Thanks for having me, man.